Yes, I am a Cowboys hater. Thank you. Like, that means a lot to me to be identified that because I feel like I work really, really hard to be labeled a Cowboys hater. And for you to recognize that, just it means so much to me. So, um, okay. Who is this that wants to be in my video? I'll be like nervous about letting people in my videos sometimes. How do I know what you want to talk about? Hey, Terrell. You didn't answer my question from earlier, by the way. I need to know that the rumors are false.
Tell you people that you're also live on.
I'm also live on YouTube and Facebook as well. I have that going up here, and so I'm on my phone on Instagram because it doesn't want to cooperate. But anyway, hey, know that the rumors are false. Okay, you just put hello. I don't know where you want to be. I'm also you gotta tell me why you want to be a part of my video. If you want to debate me about something, if you have a point to make, that's why we're here. Oh, I look a little. Yes, the Cowgirls do suck, and they're gonna lose in the first round of the playoffs. And damn, I'm so upset about the Commanders winning and securing that playoff spot for them. But nevertheless, here we are.
I think the league is setting it up for them.
You think the league is setting it up?
League setting it up for them.
Uh-oh, I have some. Okay, yeah, the Texans do suck. Okay, but let's talk about this. While the Texans do suck, we have more playoff wins in the past 20 years than the Cowgirls do. So, you said no Lake Show slander. I wasn't even slandering. Actually, I really appreciate when teams or players become underdogs. I love the underdog story. So right now, LeBron is the underdog. I'm sure, I don't know if you guys saw it, but if you guys saw it or not, but he deleted a tweet about not missing the playoffs. I'll never miss the playoffs again, and so forth. And he has since deleted that. I mean, it all really rests on the health of AD and no championships. Okay, so I was never an Oilers fan. I didn't grow up all the way in Texas, but my Texans have only been existing since 2002. So I don't think LeBron sucks, but thanks. Thanks for that. Oh, sorry. Guys, I never go live. I apologize. I'm a little bit like, hey, Marlon. Dirk D-Wade. Oh, no. Come on. Just because Dirk got his statue first, you're really going to sit up here and say Dirk is better than D-Wade? I'm saying they both have their place, but they don't even play the same position. I'm not going to compare apples and oranges here. So, like, we're not doing that. Do we have any comments yet on... Is this Facebook and YouTube?
Yeah.
Okay.
You just got to like right now first. Like.
Okay. So I'll go back to these old janky ass comments here on Instagram. Cowboys. Does anybody have anything? Let me get a real Cowboys fan on here to tell me why y'all think you're gonna win in first round of the playoffs. Please let me know. Somebody said, I love the Cowboys, but it's going to be a house divided. Y'all are funny. If I do nothing else in life, I just need people to know that I was an avid D-Wade fan and that I was a fervent Cowboys hater. If I do nothing else. You're a Spurs fan? Do I like the Spurs? No, I do not like the Spurs. Why would I like the Spurs? If you know anything about me, you know that I am a D-Wade fan. And it was a dark time in my life after we lost in, was that 2014? Was it 2014 that we lost like we did to the Spurs? Yeah, because we won 2012, 2013, and then we lost miserably in 2014 to the Spurs. That was very tragic. So, no, I'm not a Spurs fan. I always thought the Spurs were really boring to watch, to be honest with you. I do like Manu Ginobili, though. Okay. So, I thought you were going to come join me. Let's see. Tom Brady facing either Tom Brady or who wins NFC South. Either way, y'all are going to lose. Although I will say the Bucks have been looking pretty terrible, and don't they have some personnel issues? Speaking of personnel issues, I did hear that it's a possibility that Micah Parsons may be out. Okay. Oh, we have a Cowboys fan that's a realist. That's rare. Okay. You're gonna have to go you're gonna go to the NFC champion. Okay. 2000. No, in 2011 we lost to Dallas. It was 2014, I believe, that we lost to Spurs. I don't know why you don't know that. You know what? I am a Rocket fan. No, you have to request to be in my video. Vash, you have to request it. I don't know how to do that unless you request. No, I am a Rockets fan. Obviously, I go to a lot of games. I have season tickets, and I actually love this team. Even though they're young and their record is not good at all. But they're a fun team to watch, honestly, and I can see them growing. Like, they're young. Like, Eric Gordon is the only person with tenure on the team. Let's see. Chiefs Nation. Somebody said Cowboys fan that's a realist. Exactly. It's hilarious. Because even when you parade around as though you're a realist, you know, because you've been probably just humbled or something. You're really not. Chiefs Nation. Okay. Hey, I have no dog in the fight right now, obviously. I'm actually hoping that we don't win one more game so that we can make sure we secure our number one pick. Yeah, they are running Parsons into the dirt. Let's see. Mavs over Rockets. Okay, that's obviously... Hey, I am actually not a Mavs hater. As much as I hate Dallas, I am not a Mavs hater. I am a Luka fan. I will definitely say I'm a Luka fan. He's just exciting to watch. I pretty much love... Oh, okay. Hold on. I have a Cowboys fan and... Let's see. Do I want James Harden back? Absolutely not. Derek Carr being benched. I think that's a safe thing to say. Tovash. Hey, okay, you're my resident, and I know you have a podcast, so I am going to give a cow, as you call them, a Cows fan, a platform to explain why you think they're going to make it past the first round, because I'm not seeing it right now. And give us an update on Parsons if you know.
All right, so up here in Dallas, first of all, we don't hate you for hating us. That's the first thing.
We don't care. Okay.
Secondly, Parsons does have a hand right now, and so he's doubtful for the game on tomorrow night versus the Titans. Excuse me. And then we did see also that the Titans are pretty much giving up this game. I think that they're trying to rest their players so they can have a run at the division later on in the year. All they gotta do is win one more game. So they're kind of giving the game to Dallas tomorrow. But at the same time, as far as the playoffs are concerned, right now I'm kind of iffy on his defense. And I did hear you mention, and some of the Cowboys fans on your feed did mention that Parsons may be tired. I think this defense is kind of tired. Okay,
I think the organization is kind of tired.
Well, as far as the team is concerned, just the players, right?
I'm messing with you, but yeah.
Well, okay, so I'm more concerned about the defense here and not necessarily the offense. And Kellen Moore, who's the offensive coordinator for the Cowboys, gets more scrutiny than I think that he deserves. Dak as well. And then a lot of times, Dan Quinn, which is the defensive coordinator, skates by a lot. Cowboy fans, or excuse me, Cow fans, really don't channel their anger more towards DQ. But they killed Kellen Moore up here in Dallas, man, and pretty much countrywide as well. But I mean, if you open your eyes just a little bit and see that the Cowboys defense is not the same defense as of the first 9 games or the first 6 weeks or whatever, that concerns me a lot when it comes to the playoff push. So, like, for instance, we really don't have to win tomorrow's game because we're in.
Yeah.
We're playing for seeding, right?
Right.
And I'm looking at a lot of 5th seed, 6th seed, stuff like that. And it's either, like I said, on your post, it's either the Tampa Bay with Tom Brady. I kind of want to see them again because they beat us in the first game. And then also, I don't want to see Aaron Rodgers again because they beat us, during the year. We had a 14-point game.
Oh man, the Dez dropped it meme is like one of my favorite memes of all time. Just because you brought up Green Bay. Yeah.
I bet you it is.
Dez dropped it.
My thoughts are this. So you mentioned that the Cowboys are probably, they probably won't get, past the first round. Which more than likely will be a Saturday game, or which will more than likely be, of course it's going to be the wild card game, but why don't you see them winning that game?
Because you guys don't have a winning tradition in recent years. I just see it choking. I don't believe in Dak. If you're iffy on defense, then, I mean, who are you relying on? Like, although I did just see my homie Terrell, they were talking about, I was like, you better not. I'm like, you better fucking not.
So I did see that Mr. Owens has been reaching out. That's according to.
Well, no, don't wait. You say he's been reaching out. That's not what the report said.
I saw in communications.
Okay, well, don't change the narrative that he's been reaching out.
I mean, but I did also see on Dallas, Texas TV, which that's an account you must follow.
I do follow that account.
Yeah,
I do.
It's funny, but I saw that, well, they're both in communications with each other, and then also, well, I mean, my guy is, 46, 47 years old?
49.
Cowboys fans here get, like, nostalgic. They love to go back to the past.
You don't say.
Yeah.
Cowboys fans get nostalgic. That's literally all you have is nostalgia.
That's the part that, like, kind of like, I mean, I bury my head a lot when it comes to that because, like, they still want Dez Bryant here. And I'm just like, bro, come on. Like, Dez Bryant couldn't get off the line.
Dez Bryant is a fan now. He's, like, a very, like, avid fan now.
To me, Dez Bryant is, like, the pretty much the ambassador of the Dallas Cowboys right now.
Yeah.
And, I mean, it's about as far as it's going to go.
Yeah.
Then I did see you talking about our guy Luka.
Yeah, I did. I did. Some people weren't impressed with his game last night, but I'm going to actually. Okay, I'm going to give some other, because I'm not able to read the comments. I appreciate you tapping in, so I'm going to jump off of here and then try to read the comments and respond.
Okay.
And then I appreciate you giving your 2 cents, even though it's by a Cowboys fan. So.
All right.
They.
Cowboy fan, by the way, but you have a good show, girl.
All right, thanks. All right. I'm gonna try to catch up on these comments. He's beaten the team. Okay, hold on. I'm gonna try to pull up Luka Magic. Yeah. So obviously he had a great game last night. I won't even. He had an amazing game last night. And people are some people are not giving him as much credit for it because it was against a depleted Knicks team. So you guys tell me what you think, if you think he deserves credit for it. And I see people comparing
Kobe
I
did it against
yeah
Raptors.
and I mean, Kobe put up his 81 his legendary 81 points against a not great, not good Toronto Raptors team. So I mean, there's arguments for, yes, it was a record-breaking game. And then just like how it went to overtime with them being down 9 points. And then I think within it was like 32 seconds or something that, there was, this comeback or whatever. But then some people argue, well, why were you even down that much to this Knicks team? So, I mean, everybody can make their arguments. I get it, but I just think we should appreciate the thing that people don't truly appreciate. And I'm not saying that I am the most, I guess, technical about the game. I have a lot of passion, but if you honestly look at the way Luka plays, he controls the pace of the game, completely. And he's not even fast. Admittedly, he's slow. And he still controls the pace of the game. That's insane. So it's is Alexa talking? So, okay. So I think that says a lot. We don't see too many players that can actually do that, especially being really slow, unathletic players. Yeah, and they did need all of his 60 and 21 as well. Yeah, you're right. To win that game, which was kind of strange that they did need that. But I mean, I enjoy every moment watching Luka play. He's just a different breed. You could look at Steph and say that you could look at a lot of really tangible things that other players do and then be like, oh my gosh, he's going to jump over everybody and try to dunk on him. When you look at Luka, it's just it's like something intangible almost about him that you're like, wow, he's really amazing. And as a person that notoriously hates Dallas with all of my might, for me to actually really like a Dallas player says a lot. So, so there's that. But anyway, all right, let's see. Cowgirls will lose and the Texans will overcome next season. I mean, that's quite a bold prediction. I mean, I don't know. Maybe y'all tell me who you think we would draft. Who would you guys want to see drafted by the Texans? What are you feeling on that? I mean, I think at some point we need to start looking a different route for quarterback. But, I know there's no super stellar quarterbacks that are supposed to be coming out this season. Hendon Hooker, your QB, is he entering the draft? We need him badly. Okay, well, if I was plugged in with the organization like that, I would definitely put in a word. I'll definitely look into him. Yeah. I understand being frustrated. I think the good part about Texans fans is we're more realistic. Even when we had Deshaun and we were doing pretty well, I mean, there was the brief moment when we were up against the Chiefs. What was that, for the half, or was it just for a quarter? And we, oh, you're saying Bryce Young is still the guy. I mean, Alabama quarterbacks haven't always been great. Anyway, all I'm saying is that Texans fans, even in our like highest moment, we're still kind of realistic. Like, we're like, I don't want to trust it. Like, I can't trust it yet. So, yes, he will be in the draft. Okay, well, skills player. I'm not saying QB. I'm not saying QB like first round or anything. That's not what I'm saying. Don't ruin it. I mean, we have been known. And if y'all don't know, if you're not Texans fans, I think most of us Texans fans actually know that we never like actually re-sign our number 1 draft pick. So, I mean, they still have a chance once they leave our organization. No, let me not say that. So, Heisman candidate. Okay. No, that makes sense. Why Texas? Oh shit. I'm trying to scroll through these comments, y'all. So, I don't know. What do you mean we're not humble? But we had one at the time. I don't know what's going to go on, now. But at the time we had one of the top, what would you say? One of the top, Deshaun? In our high point, he was like what, top?
He was actually the second.
I would say he was more than top 5 at the time.
In passer rating and in yards.
Right.
And touchdowns.
So we had one of the greatest quarterbacks at that time, and we were still kind of like, I don't trust it yet. Like, we were like, yeah, we might make a deep playoff run, but we weren't like, we're going to the Super Bowl. Like y'all say with Dak, and Dak is, I'm sorry, but Dak is not that good to me. It's not that good to a lot of people. I don't care what Skip Bayless says, QBR and all that shit. Like, no. So, okay. Yes. Actually, I won't say we won nothing. We have plenty of AFC South championships. So you gotta chill.
More playoff.
There are people who have grown up and who were born.
Well, Andre's been retired, so that wouldn't have happened.
So the people who've been born and gone to college who have never seen the Cowboys win.
Yeah. That's a good point. People that have been born and gone to college here have never seen the Cowboys win a Super Bowl, or a playoff game. Sorry about that.
Made it to the NFC Championship.
Yeah, no, and I think, Derek Stingley, I think he was a good pick. Damian Pierce is nice. He's real nice, actually. Who else? Who's the other? Oh, no. Brandon Cooks will be gone, I'm sure.
The corner.
Dak is playing better than Watson. I mean, but Watson hasn't been playing for almost 2 years. So I'm not saying that let's see. Yeah, so that's what I was saying, Justin, about Alabama QBs. They don't have like a good, Tua, but and I'm not going to even talk about the concussion stuff, but like, I guess he just started kind of like coming into his own. We don't count Hurts as Alabama, right? He half Alabama? He half Alabama, half Oklahoma? I don't know, but I don't think that top 10, that's only like the top 33% in the league. That's not really saying a lot. Shit, we have Davis Mills. Like, come on. Top 10? We're really setting the bar low now. Okay. Okay. Has not been born yet. Okay, Cowboys fans, I see you. I here representing.
So ask the question then. How many? Who do y'all have? Who are your two Super Bowl teams?
Okay, so if we're talking Super Bowl, who are the two teams we see in the Super Bowl? Bold predictions only. I see David Mills is trash can emoji. Okay. Some would say it's the O line as well. It's not just Davis Mills. Ooh, Hurts is overrated. Good system that fits his talents. On any other team, he is average. That's. I mean, it takes more. I mean, it's literally the most team sport. Is it the most team sport?
Yeah.
I mean, I guess soccer takes some team, but no, it literally takes a lot more than that. So, I don't know. I'll also throw this question out here: MVP. So Super Bowl and MVP. Who do we see? Only Mills. Listen, you can't. You know what? I have to stop you right there when you're saying only Mills' mom thinks he's good. Okay. I understand. It is so easy as fans to be frustrated and talk about players being trash, garbage. And I am a person that has done it. I try to scale back. But honestly, to make it this far, you have to be pretty good. Pretty good to make it that far, to be a starting quarterback in the NFL. You can't actually be trash. That being said, he's not our guy, though. He's not our guy. So let's we definitely need to draft a quarterback at some point in the draft. 49ers Bills Super Bowl. Screenshot this. Okay, 49ers Bills. Who did the Bills lose to? The Bills lost to the Vikings, didn't they? They did lose to the Vikings. Who else did they lose to? 49ers. Wait, 49ers? Who is even their quarterback right now?
Oh, Purdy.
Purdy. You're putting your money on Purdy. This feels like that Cowboys juice that we were drinking. The Cowboys juice we were drinking with what's his face? The backup quarterback that y'all were all so excited about.
Cooper Rush.
Wow, I got another 49ers. Yeah, Cooper Rush. And Cooper we trust. Isn't that what y'all were saying?
Yeah, they lost to.
Wow, I got another.
Dolphins.
So.
The Bills lost to the Dolphins.
Oh, the Dolphins and
Minnesota.
Minnesota. Okay. Jalen Brunson is my MVP of the world. Okay. All right. Let's just keep it moving. Is Mills the worst Texans quarterback ever? I don't know. There's been a lot of bad ones.
Brock Osweiler.
Brock Osweiler. Let's see. So, wow. I'm surprised at getting this other 49ers Bills Super Bowl. So, in Purdy we trust, or is Garoppolo is he coming back? Let me know. I don't keep up with the 49ers like that. MVP is Justin Jefferson. Okay. Hurts, MVP. Okay, that goes against some of that. Hurts is not actually that good. They were just saying. But Mahomes. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I could see Mahomes. I could see Hurts, but you're right if it's Joe Burrow. Cowboys versus Chiefs. Oh, here come the Cowboys fans. Here we go. Jesus Christ. I knew it would be one of y'all. I knew it. You couldn't just like take a step back on this one. Eagles, Chiefs, Vikings, Chiefs. I actually have not thought about that. The same with basketball, by the way. Don't ask me anything about basketball until we get past All-Star break. But I don't know. I actually don't have any predictions. I'm gonna wait a little bit longer and see. But I know who it won't be. It won't be them trash ass Cowboys is what it won't be. So yeah, you're right. And I mean, anything can go down in the playoffs, and that's a good point. Really, this season has been like the anything can happen season because it's been crazy. Like teams will lose to a terrible team, and then win a great game. So it's a lot. It's a lot of iffiness this season, which I think is cool, but it makes you feel a little uncomfortable. Like, what? Brady's trash. I mean, yeah, he's old, but like the Bucks are not good. What? You know, and then I don't know, just like so many teams that like lose to like subpar teams and then win these great games. It's just been a very bizarre season. I'm gonna marry a Cowboys fan. Who said I believe in marriage? Let's see. All right, let me see what else. 49ers got the best roster in the league. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, and I give credit to that. I definitely give credit to that. The system. Okay. All right. So when are they playing? Oh. I don't have a dog in that fight though. Let's see. Boston versus Grizzlies in the NBA Finals. Wow. Anybody that makes like I feel like you have to be a fan of one or the other maybe in order to make a prediction that early. So, are you a Celtics or Grizzlies fan? I don't know. John Morant made that statement and like it's kind of been downhill ever since. I don't know what's going on. It's time for a new team to become champions. I agree. I would actually like to see a new team become champions as well. I wouldn't mind seeing that. She gonna end up a Mavs fan. I am a Luka Doncic fan. I have a Luka Doncic shirt. I should have wore that. I should have wore my Luka Doncic shirt. Warriors back to back. Wow, that's a hella bold prediction. Hella bold. Is there anybody else that thinks that Warriors back to back when Steph comes back? If they combat their defensive issues. Rockets fans would love to have Harden back. I don't know. I consider myself a Rockets fan. I'm a fan of the game because I love basketball. But I wouldn't like Harden back. But then again, I'm an avid watcher. Cowboys versus Bills. Okay. Just delusional. Yeah, the Warriors, they've definitely lost some steps on defense. Like, who was there? I mean, other Draymond Green and Clay. I don't know if Draymond Green. I don't watch that many Warriors games. I mean, I watch a few, obviously, but yeah, no, I definitely don't want James Harden to come back to the Rockets at all. I really don't. Like, we're already dealing with a little bit of personnel issues. I don't want to see James Harden come back to the Rockets. Okay. Also, everybody, I get a lot of traffic on my website, but I need more. So please go to hollyheat.com. You can check out last episodes. I'm in a little break right now, getting through the holidays. I'll reconvene in 2023 for the Hot Seat with Holly Heat. I will also be on the Accountable podcast with my 2 co-hosts. So that will be coming back in 2023 as well. So please go to my website, hollyheat.com. Watch old episodes. Please comment for me. Please comment. I'll get back with you. We can have a debate. You know I'm not scared to debate. So go on there, hollyheat.com, please. Let's see. Yes. Okay. So you're a Rockets fan and you say no to Harden. Exactly. It's like you don't know a good thing till it's gone. Like, not in this case. Let's see. Let's see. Yeah. Okay. He provided us with his best years. Like Joel Embiid said, though he's not the same player anymore. He's not that same guy. He's not the Houston Rockets guy. So, I mean, it is a possibility with the record that they have right now that they, you know, of course the NBA does their draft differently where, you know, they pull for the number 1 pick. I mean, if they get lucky enough to, why not? Although I will say, when I went to the open practice, they were kind of heckling Wemby shot a little bit. They were, they were heckling him a little bit, or like making fun of his shot when they were in the little fake practice that they do. Harden is done. I wouldn't say he's done. No, I mean he's still playing. Like, he's still balling. Like he is, but he's just, he doesn't have the same mentality that like a lot of players have. It's like what's the meme with the rib cage and the x-ray? He don't have that dog in him. Like, he's supremely talented, but he don't have that dog in him. Like, so, ooh, that's a bold prediction. The Dallas Mavericks are the champions this year. Got a lot of work to do. We'll see. I wouldn't even be mad. Like, I would probably come up to Dallas and help y'all celebrate, or help them celebrate, because I really like Luka. Like, Luka's that guy. Yeah. And honestly, you know, he is being shopped. James Harden is going to be shopped. Don't be surprised if he ends up in Miami. Do not be surprised. Yeah, I think you're right about them needing a floor general, because here's my thing when I'm watching games, and I agree with your comment about the Mavericks being kind of a one-man show. I think, oh, thank you. So Holly in Dallas. I actually go to Dallas for work sometimes. Damn. Now I lost my train of thought. What was I? Oh, needing a floor general. So here's the thing. I go to a lot of games, and what I see is that I trust Jalen Green bringing the ball up the court more than anybody else. But he could do so much more. And so sometimes they run this offense where they put him out on the wing and he just waits. And I don't know what that offensive scheme is called. Y'all could probably enlighten me. But I feel better with the ball in his hands, because a lot of times it doesn't even make it over to him. So I do think you're right. They do need a floor general. They needed Brunson with Luka. You're probably right. No, Brunson was the second most talented player on the team for sure. So it is unfortunate, but that he's no longer with them. That sounds really bad. No longer with them. Like no longer with us. But and then he didn't play the other night, I guess. Did he not play at all? I think he played. Maybe he didn't play at all against Dallas. But no, it is more or less a one-man show over there. I do agree with that. So I don't think they can go all the way. As much as I like Luka, I'm not buying into the championship aspiration, so to speak. First of all, Jason Terry was probably lighting our ass up with those random 3-point shots in 2011. Somebody said the Mavs are kind of a one-man show with Dirk in 2011. He had Kid and Jason Terry. Like, Jason Terry was probably tearing our ass up with them 3-point shots. Okay, yeah. All right. Cowboys or Eagles coming out of the NFC. I don't see a playoff win for them, but yeah. Let's see. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, the Western. Yeah, but you know what? I want to like put that aside though. The Western Conference, like it used to be such. So there used to be such a disparity between the West and the East, and now I feel like it is closer than you think. Like, I would even say, would I even go as far to say that I feel like the East is equal, if not better, than the West? No? You say no?
Yeah. The East is very top heavy.
But if you look at the standings about how many games separate, like probably in the top like 8 or 10, they're all very close together. And actually, I think their records are better than the teams in the West right now.
Right. I'm saying their top teams are more top heavy, like Boston and Milwaukee.
I just think that we can't keep,
Crapping on the East.
Yes. Yeah, we can't keep, recycling this narrative that the East is weak. Like, it's not. You got KD and Kyrie over there. You got Joel Embiid over there. Like, let's not be. You got Donovan Mitchell over there now. You got golly, why did his name just slip my mind? Darius Garland is in his bag right now, putting up like 40 points and stuff, like crazy. So I don't think we can still keep like adding to that narrative that the East is weak. Like it's not. We got to get over that, y'all. We got to progress. When do I think the Texans will become playoff contenders? It's gonna have to be some major changes, not just to the team, but like to the front office. Like it's a lot. I don't even know. Yeah, you're right. At one time the West was, but I think that it's more evenly distributed now, more than ever. And then we're looking at a Warriors team that might not even do as much. The East was never weak. No, it kind of was. At one point, I think I was talking to somebody about how they should contract the league. Contract. But basically, like, do away with the conferences because the East Conference, like, we were watching and this might be when every series was 7 games. Because now the first round is 5 games, right? Is the first round 5 games now? Or did they go back to 7? I would like if they kept it 7. But I would say that it's not that way at all anymore. Trae Young to the Mavs. Highly doubtful. I did forget about New Orleans, and Denver is definitely a team that okay, it's still 7. Good. Well, I feel like for a year or two it went back to 5 because it started out as 5, then it went to 7. I feel like it went back to 5. But let's see. Yes, exactly. The East used to have that, but I'm saying it's not like that now. Like you have real like contenders in. Oh yeah, I know they drafted Trae Young, but yeah, that is the best trade they made. Not that they're no knocks on Trae Young, which I would still like to see what that situation is. I think it's a coaching situation in Atlanta. I think that he's like an old school coach, and I think that maybe he's had his run. Sounds like he's kind of lost the locker room. You lost your star player, obviously, so. I'm not sure what they're going to do in Atlanta, but they're kind of irrelevant anyway. Even having one of the best players, having an all-star on their team. Oh, the only reason that LeBron had the crazy run. Wow. Oh, thank you for buying another badge. I'm like, I don't even know what badges are. Thank you. No. Do I get paid from that? Yay. Oh, well, y'all buy some more badges then. I didn't realize that. Everybody buy a badge. You buy a badge. You buy a badge. Everybody buy a badge. This stuff ain't free over here. If Trae Young is healthy. Yeah, no. Trae Young is an amazing player, but is Atlanta even like a relevant team to even talk about in the East, in the weak East as y'all call it? No, absolutely not. I wouldn't even thank you. Oh, thank you. Oh, somebody else bought a badge. Thanks. I appreciate that. I definitely do. Well, you know what? If I knew I was going to come on here and be showered with sports knowledge, with sports knowledge. See, that's the, I did stop for a margarita. I ain't gonna lie. That's a little bit why I was late. If I knew I was going to be showered with compliments, I would have showed up in a bikini. No, I'm kidding. I would definitely not show up in a bikini. You have to catch me on vacation for that. But keep buying badges and I'll be on more vacations, you know? It's like it comes full circle, y'all. It's all works hand in hand. They had their chance. I should go live more often, and I apologize that I don't. But I will. I'm gonna start. It's one of my resolutions, along with being more timely, which clearly I wasn't today. But yeah, I will. Let's see. Giannis said something the other day. Let me see. I'm gonna see. That made me think. But if you look up the top 5 Euro players against the U.S., they'd smash them. What do you think? I don't know what that means exactly. If you look up the top 5 European players, Jokic, Embiid, Giannis, Luka. You mean in general, like if they formed their own team, they would smash everybody else? I mean, that's kind of like also. I mean, all these people you mentioned are all-stars, so I mean, it doesn't all come down to like talent at the end of the day. Unfortunately, I mean, you would think it would. Thank you. You know, I pay attention. I know a thing or 3. Euro players versus U.S. players 5-on-5. I mean, actually, one thing I will say about Euro players is that they do have, like, first of all, they start playing younger. So they are a little bit more mature. So I would say if you put Euro players together, they are probably going to be a more mature team. I might give you that, actually. I might actually give you that. So anyway, I have to wrap up, y'all. I know I was supposed to start at 7:30, but I started at 8:30, but I've been on here for a while. I appreciate you all participating. Please go to hollyheat.com. Check out the website, watch some videos, leave some comments. I will respond, and I will definitely do this again. Engagement has been great, and I appreciate y'all, and thank you for buying badges and everything. So good night, y'all.
YouTube, good night.
Oh, good night, YouTube. Probably looking at me the side.